And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fairfield Community High School here at Jed Foster Court as we have Meet the Mules night here tonight. I'm Derek Dunn, Mark Turner alongside, Alec Vaughn on camera as we're having the winter sports introduction of the winter sports teams. And as soon as I walked into the lobby, I saw they had some pocket schedules that were out there on the table for people to grab. Got boys varsity basketball, boys fresh soft basketball, wrestling, girls varsity basketball, and competitive cheer, what was listed on the schedules. And also the schedules were printed compliments of FNB, Fairfield National Bank. So, but yeah, winter sports already almost here, as tonight's the introduction of the winter sports teams. Girls high school basketball starts next week, actually, next Tuesday, as the first game of the regular season for Lady Mules. They'll be hosting Newton. That'll be next Tuesday, starting at 6 o'clock. Be next Tuesday, November 19th. Boys varsity basketball action. They'll be at the Capital Classic Tournament. They'll be at the Red Hill site this year. Last year, they were actually over at Lawrenceville, but this year they're over there at the Red Hill site. And happen to see that schedule, actually, which was posted on the Capital Classic Facebook page. Mules basketball, in case you're wondering, they would start off at 12:30 on Friday, November 29th. As they'll be taking on Vincennes Lincoln. That'll be the second game of the day. Red Hill, the home team, hosting only on the day. On the opposite side of that, Lawrenceville and Salem will be tipping off at 11 o'clock, followed by Teutopolis and Mount Carmel. T-Town was not in last year's Capital Classic tournament, but they have returned. Mules Wrestling, they start off their season Saturday, November 30th at 9 o'clock. They'll be at the Centralia Tri-Match with Heron. So that'll be starting up. Boys fresh soft basketball, Friday, December 6th at 5 o'clock. They'll be taking on Waltonville. And also competitive cheer. First competition for them will be Sunday, December 8th. They'll be at Pinckneyville High School. In fact, all of their events will be on the road December 8th, and it goes on down the line to the IHSA. So IHSA postseason in terms of state. But winter sports here. We're getting ready to have the introduction of the girls Lady Mules basketball teams. Mark Turner alongside. Mark, hard to believe, winter sports actually here.
It just seems like yesterday.
Yeah.
We were doing Mules postseason football and Mules postseason volleyball.
Yeah. But Mark, winter sports, it's basketball, it's wrestling, and it starts off pretty much this month and runs through February.
Our first broadcast, first official Lady Mules basketball broadcast is going to be Tuesday night, I believe, here at the Mule Barn against the Newton Eagles.
Yeah, we were just there at Newton for volleyball a few weeks ago. So,
all right, I have lined up some interviews. We're going to hopefully get Coach Scott Mvavy on board here. We're going to talk to the wrestling coaches, and we're going to talk with Coach Tanya Conrad about the season, the upcoming season here in just a bit. Lots of fun here tonight. It's Meet the Mules, and things are going to get underway.
To Meet the Mules Winter Edition. We're excited to be getting our winter sports underway. Please be sure to pick up a winter pocket schedule. They're out in the lobby. Also in the lobby, the FCHS Foundation is selling tickets for a 50-50 raffle. I held it up as if you could read it. I'll read it. The drawing date is December 2nd. It's $10 a ticket. There's a minimum of $500 guaranteed. Lori assured me they're well past that already. Over the past 5 years, the FCHS Foundation has given the following to benefit FCHS students. They've donated $67,500 in scholarships. They've invested $3,000 in the Wayne County CEO program. They've helped with $2,000 of FCCLA National Convention expenses, and they've contributed $5,000 to the FCHS clothing closet. So go get yourself a $10 ticket, 50-50 raffle, at least $500. They've assured me that the winning ticket is being sold tonight, so go out there and get it. Okay? Thank you. All right, at this time we're going to introduce our Lady Mule basketball players. We'll start with the seniors. Please hold your applause to the end. Thank you. First, the seniors. Lily Gasek, Myra Copeland, Corey Sutton, Lauren Wolf, and Jalen Gonzalez. Now for the juniors, Mabry Foster, Riley Jolly. Now for your sophomores, Ren Braddock, Emily Vaughn, Delaney Ellis, and Caroline Book. Now for the freshmen, Gabby Zerlini, Kimberly Hutchcraft, Remy McCune, Serenity Dagg, Marley Richards, Allison Young, Addie Hinkle, Grayson Vaughn, Malia Austin, Reagan Bassnett, and Addison Churchill. The Lady Mules head coach is Tanya Conrad, and the assistant coach is Brent Sutton. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024-25 Lady Mules. The Lady Mules will open regular season play Tuesday the 19th right here at the Mule Barn against Newton. The JV tip-off will be at 6. The Lady Mules are going to now play a 20-minute scrimmage.
And, of course, we will be here Tuesday night for both the JV and varsity matchup here with the Newton Lady Eagles. We've been pretty busy picking up sponsorships over the last few weeks and want to thank all of our winter sports sponsors this year. Be All Technology Solutions, Black's Flowers and Gifts, Boyd Discount Furniture and Mattress, Carnaby Square, Carter Trucking, Carter Turf and Tractor, Christina Copeland Country Financial, the Conard Financial Group, CSI Insurance Brokers, DiMaggio's Pizza, Eagle Supply, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Abby Mawson, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Andrew Diesel, the Fairfield Banking Company, First National Bank in Olney, FNB, Fusion Coffee, Vault 24/7 Fitness, Gill Sales and Service, Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler, Le Mans Motorsports, People's National Bank, Raylan James Marketing, Recreated Health, Rush Appliance and Furniture, Sork Farms, Vaughn's Tire, Wabash General Hospital, Walters Buildings, the Wayne County Health Department, and Wainwright Electric Cooperative. This scrimmage is going to run 20 minutes. You heard PA announcer Hayden McDuffie give that information. But I tell you what, Derek, Lady Mules basketball this year, they, right now, watching them warm up and practice a little bit earlier, they move the ball well. They shoot the ball well.
Yeah, that's something that we noticed with the ball movement. Really liked how they weren't really forcing any shots, and that was like for practice, but I was encouraged by how patient they were offensively. They weren't really felt like they were too forced or rushed. But this is a Lady Mules team that they got some size. Riley Jolly, Grayson Vaughn. If he graced it down there in the post, you just saw that. So we kind of know who's going to be the inside, but a lot of guard play, though.
A lot of guard play, and they've got a lot of really quick guards.
I threw that away, yeah. Over and back.
And they, some of the 4 seniors on the team, 3 of which will be playing. Lily Gasek is on the team as a senior, but because of her injury, she is out for the year.
But, talk about Lily for a moment, for volleyball. She attended practices. She attended games, really encouraging and supporting her teammates, and I thought that was great to see Lily do that. And here she is again, being able to support her teammates again, this time from the bench, and being an encouragement and supporter of her teammates.
Live chat is open this evening. Tell us where you're watching Meet the Mules from.
Yeah, we would love to hear from you. And, Lady Mules return some key pieces. I look at Mabry Foster. I also – look at Riley Jolly inside, Ren Braddock, who does a good job steadying the offense. Delaney Ellis, who has actually pretty good at rebounding. She's got some hops on her. There's a nice three-point shot, and that's in.
Of course, we'll have boys and girls basketball for you, as we always do. We're also going to have some wrestling matches for you on Mule Nation this year.
I'll tell you what, Jordan Griffith and Justin Titzer, what an outstanding job they've done with the wrestling program.
Yeah. And one of those guys will be joining us here a little bit later tonight. We're expecting the arrival of boys coach Scott Mvavy here in just a couple of minutes.
Okay.
And we'll get a few words from him about this year's team. I'm excited. I'm excited about the boys season this year, and I'm excited about the girls. I'm just excited about winter sports, man. It's going to be a really, really fun year, I think.
It's going to be a busy time of year, and we're already seeing fresh subs for both teams.
You look at the girls' team, Myra Copeland is coming back this year.
Yep.
You mentioned Mabry Foster. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think.
Yep. And again, I was really impressed, just echoing what you said earlier, I like the movement. I like how the ball's not sticking, when they're passing it around. Really like that.
We'll be back here Tuesday night for the first regular season game for the Lady Mules. They'll take on Newton. JV action starting at 6. The varsity will follow shortly thereafter here at Jed Foster Court at the Mule Barn.
Also, Thursday, Lady Mules, second game of the regular season.
And it's a conference game.
Yeah, Flora. So yeah, you got a couple of games first week of regular season for Lady Mules. And, that was missed the shot, but that was a nice take, though, that baseline.
Yeah, nice move along the baseline. And
There's Coach Mack.
Yeah, we'll get Coach Mack up here. Let him slide on some headsets there. Derek, if you'll let him slide on those headsets, we'll get a word with Coach Mack. Coach.
How about this?
Yeah. We don't often get to talk to you before a game.
Yeah, there we go.
But I tell you what, it's you've got some talent coming back this year, and you've going to have a really deep roster.
Well, I hope so. Injury-free. I mean, that's always a concern. Okay. We've had 3 practices, so no promises. Are we on air tonight?
We are on air.
Okay.
We are live.
So hopefully we will look our absolute worst tonight. And we just get better. Yeah, we've had 3 practices because the girls start a week before us.
Right.
That's the statewide rule thing. And it'll be fine. I mean, so far so good.
I tell you what, the tallest player on the roster this year, Owen Gruen, is he actually going to be able to play?
He's still not 100%, but yes is the answer to that.
All right.
And the tallest person for us compared to a lot of the teams we play, we're on the short end there. We've got some team speed and stuff. We're not quite as tall as we usually are.
Right.
But we've got some good kids. We got some kids that play hard, that want to win. Can handle the ball, shoot a little bit. So I think we're going to be fun.
Early on, and I'm not. Well, yeah, I'm trying to put you on the spot
here.
But who are? Give me some of the names of the kids we're going to see. Of course, we're going to see the seniors that you have this year.
So I have
got
4 seniors. I have
seniors.
Justice Dagg. I have my son Ethan. I have Callum Miller, and I have Brayton Robertson. That everybody got to see in football there.
Yeah.
So that's our 4 seniors. We have 3 juniors in Jake Easton, Lane Robson, and Keegan Down, and then we have a bunch of sophomores, thankfully. Because we don't have a bunch of numbers there in the senior and junior class, and that happens sometimes,
Yeah,
so
it sure does. But, you mentioned speed and kids. We saw a lot of kids play as freshmen last year on the JV squad, and I tell you what, they just go 110% all the time.
We're going to have to with our schedule. We open up with 3A, Vincennes, Lincoln, and then we play Red Hill. So we're at the Red Hill site this year. We've been at Lawrence for the last couple. And then we play a really good Alney team. And then we opened the Mule Barn with 5th-ranked Waltonville.
Yeah.
They're the best Waltonville team they've had in probably 30 years.
And they lost a couple of really good pieces from last year's team.
Well, their best players are still juniors, though. So they have, and they're in 1A team, but they're a really good squad. KZ comes down. They're ranked this year, too.
You've got Benton again this year.
Benton was preseason number 3 in 2A. So we know how to schedule up a little bit, I think. But it'll be fun. I mean, our kids, they like that. They like the challenge of playing really good competition, whether it be at a tournament shootout or even just in just a regular non-conference game. So it should be fun.
Tell you what, talk about the conference just a little bit. The Black Diamond Conference is going to be competitive again this year.
I think it'll be very competitive. Putting the bullseye on Carmine, this senior class for them, they've been around for a while. They've won the last couple. They won last year's by 3 points over us here. I mean, we gave them all they could handle. But Mitchell Edwards and Holloman and those guys, they've been around. They've started since their freshman year. They should – just by all accounts, get the preseason number 1, but that doesn't mean that's how you're going to finish. And I know our kids will be ready to play. Edwards County, I think, is going to have a very competitive team, especially, they play up all year in our 2A conference, and then they go down to 1A. But I think they've got a competitive team. Flora always does, as do we. I mean, there's a lot of 50-50 games, I think, this year, more so than normal.
You start things out, though, the Black Friday is always down at the Capitol Classic. Man, you draw 3 pretty good ball clubs.
Yeah, we actually played Vincennes last year to a good ball game up there. We played them this summer and actually beat them over at Gibson Southern, but they've got us on height all the way around. They're a bigger team than us. They should be. They'd be 3A team here in Illinois, but that should be a good competitive game. Olney is absolutely huge. The Tolman kid that's getting recruited by all the Big Ten in football, 6'7". I don't think the Hallam kid, the 6'5" kid, really athletic jumping jack, he tore his ACL, what was it, last spring?
Yeah, I think it was during baseball season.
I don't think he's back. He's a really good track kid. They got a guard back. They'll be really good. They have been for a while.
Now, the Winkler kid graduated, right?
Thankfully, he did. Yeah, he was very good.
It just seemed like every time Fairfield we played Olney, Winkler lit us up for 25 or 20, 28.
Yep. Really dedicated kid too, and he could really play.
All right, Coach. Appreciate the visit. We'll let you get down.
Always. That'd be fun. Thank you, guys.
We will see you on Black Friday down at Red Hill.
Yep, no Black Friday shopping. We're playing ball.
That's right. You got it.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Tell you what, I'm looking forward to the winter sports season, man. I think these Mules, the boys team, they're going to be really fun to watch.
The one thing I took away from Coach Mack was, you noticed how he said we don't have a lot of size this year. So what you do is, if you're a coach and you don't have a lot of size, you're going to use the speed and quickness to your advantage. So I expect the Mules to run a little bit faster this year as opposed to previous years, because if you can slash your way to the hole using your speed and agility and quickness, then I expect some cuts for the Mules along the perimeter, even inside.
I would not be surprised, and I should have asked Coach about it, but I didn't. Would not be surprised to see the Mules come out in game one with the depth they're going to have this year.
Yes.
Go full court pressure and go pedal to the metal for 32 minutes every game.
Well, you got some veterans. We see Ethan McElravy walking by in front of us, as Coach alluded to, but the sophomores, though, how fast are they going to get acclimated to varsity basketball? They played JV last year, but varsity, a little bit quicker, a little bit faster than JV.
Yeah, a little bit, especially when you get into some of the upper tier teams that the Mules are going to play, like Olney and Benton and Waltonville. These teams are going to, early on, they're going to go right at the Mules and try and rattle the Mules.
But, Mark, it's all by design. It's all by design, because I'd rather take on tough teams. Iron sharpens iron. I'd rather take on tough teams to help prepare you for down the road later on for not just regular season throughout, but postseason too.
You cannot get better unless you play better competition.
Oh, that was a nice three.
Yeah, sure
Good
was.
Shot, yeah. But listening to Coach Mack, very encouraged, and he mentioned about Vincent's Lincoln. Summer ball different a little bit because some work in the summer, so they could have had some players missing, but at least they're familiar with them because last year they took on Vincent's Lincoln for the first time at Capital Classic, and they were just a little bit unfamiliar. But this time, though, that familiarity helps.
You look at the teams down at the Capital Classic. I mean, you got
T-Town's back.
T-Town's back. Vincent's Lincoln's back. Olney's back. Salem's back. Mount Carmel is back this year after missing last year because of the state football championships. Yeah. But, Salem is a team that is, they may not win a lot of games, but they are competitive, and they will fight you tooth and nail.
Oh, yeah.
Another nice three from the corner there from the Lady Mules.
Seeing that, and again, nice passing, nice dishing off.
It looks like the Lady Mules may press a little bit as well.
If you had the depth and you have the players in order to do full court press, then I would employ that because it could be a havoc nightmare for teams, that face that full court pressure because basically you're just trying to make the opposing team cough up the ball. Do you have a comment on live chat? But, yeah, I tell you what, Lady Mules basketball, though, Coach Tanya Conrad's been at it for a long time, and Brent Sutton, JV coach.
And we'll talk to Coach Conrad coming up in just a bit, and we'll talk about this girls' team. But right now I'm pretty impressed with what I'm seeing.
By the way, Lady Mules, they have the same days and same weeks as the boys are playing Capital Classic. They're at the Robinson Lady Maroons tournament.
And that's a tough tournament.
Yes. Lady Mules have had success there in the past.
Nice crowd on hand here tonight as well.
Yeah. Seeing the two tallest Lady Mules basketball players in Vaughn and Jolly out there. Both about the same height, about 6'1", 6'2", in that range. Like this defense running man-to-man so far.
Got to watch my first college basketball game last night.
Oh.
It wasn't a very good one. It was DePaul and Prairie View A&M maybe?
Okay.
Anyway, DePaul has got a 6'8" transfer from Missouri State who is from Mount Vernon.
Kwani Rudd, is it?
Yeah.
Yep. Lady Mules right there. Jolly establishing position down low.
A lot of switching in and out here, doing 5 in, 5 out. About every couple of minutes for the Lady Mules on both the black squad and the white squad.
Yeah. Stone away, good steal.
Interesting to...
that's out. Yeah.
We'll find out Tuesday night, but I think we're going to see some of the freshmen see some varsity action.
Possibly.
I mean, you got a lot of those girls from the Center Street squad that went to state.
Yeah.
Gabby Zerlini and Grayson Vaughn. Of course, you look at the conference for girls basketball. Hamilton County will likely be good again. They seem to always be good.
Yeah, you also have Carmi. I think Carmi is going to be looking at perhaps the favorite in the East.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because, you know, some of those girls from volleyball, Carmi, play basketball too. And so if I had to, you know, looked at the conference as a whole, I would say Carmi probably be the preseason favorite going in.
We'll find out more about that when we talk with Coach Tanya Conrad coming up.
Yeah.
We'll visit with her as the boys have their 20-minute scrimmage.
Yeah, about 3:10 to go here of this scrimmage. Again, 20-minute scrimmage, Lady Mules hoops.
Saw assistant coach Mackenzie Conrad last night. And she's ready to go.
Yep. Yeah, you got Burton Sutton down there on the south end and Tanya at the north end there. So usually you see them like on the sideline, but interesting to see them for the scrimmage, you know, on
yeah.
both ends of the floor there, you know, north and south end. Brandon, by the way, last year teaching, I believe. So nice turnaround, Jay, by Jolly right there. Nice little 7-footer. That's what you want to do as a post. You want to establish your position. And boy, if you have a big that can, you know, turn around and shoot it like that every time, but that's golden. Mules basketball coming your way. Also wrestling as well here at Meet the Mules.
First wrestling match is going to be early December this year. Got an early one against a very good Harrisburg Bulldog squad coming in.
Wrestling,
I think
you said wrestling?
Yeah, December 4th or 5th maybe?
No, it's November 3rd is when they're at Centralia for the tri-match with Heron.
No, I mean our first broadcast.
Oh, okay.
Against Harrisburg in early December. I think the 4th or the 5th.
Oh, okay. I got you. No, I was looking at the first one, but that they do start at Centralia. But, yeah, first home matches against Harrisburg. Not a bad shot there. Had a chance of going in. Yeah, Joey forced that pass a little bit there, trying to kick it out. I do like Myra operating at the point guard spot for defense, especially, you know, opposing team on offense, you're coming down the floor. The first defender you usually see is that opposing team's point guard. So Myra plays tough defense. So but contact right there. Shot partially altered. 10 seconds to go. Way it looks to be a 10-9. White victory here against Black. Nice up the clock. It got time though.
Yeah.
Could work on a an 8-second offense here. Try to get the ball in. White ball though, you got to preserve it. That's what they're going to go hang on to it. So white team comes out with the victory, 10-9.
All right.
They will be back in action Tuesday the 19th right here at the Mule Barn against Newton. The JV tip-off is at 6 o'clock. Set your calendars. Don't forget, go buy your 50-50 raffle in the lobby if you haven't. It's $10. Going to a good cause.
We are going to try and get a word with Coach Tanya Conrad coming up in just a bit. I want to thank our winter sports sponsors once again. They include...
Oh, hang on.
24-25 Mules cheerleaders.
We'll hold off on that, and I'll get to it here in a minute.
Ashley Anderson. Kylie Austin. Paisley Barbary. Alex Vaughn. Jaden Easton. Macy Edwards. Halen Hudson. Arabella King. Casey Kinsolving. Camden Miller. Annalise Maury. Nora Oliver. Lydia Rankin. And Ciara Turner. The cheerleading coaches are Daphne Burritt and Bailey McMean. Their competitive season on December 8th at the Pinckneyville ICCA Invite. Now for the Mules swim team. Canyon Lindefelter and Skylar Blado. The swim team will compete later this winter. The swim at sectionals. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024-2025 Mule swim team. The Mules basketball team is going to do a 5-minute warm-up, and then we will introduce them to you. So, take it away.
Winter Sports on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Brought to you by Wayne White Electric Cooperative, the Wayne County Health Department, Walters Buildings, Wabash General Hospital, Vaughn's Tire, Sork Farms, Rush Appliance and Furniture, Recreated Health, Raylan James Marketing, People's National Bank, Le Mans Motorsports, Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler, Gills Sales and Service, Fusion Coffee, Vault 24/7 Fitness, FNB, First National Bank in Olney, Fairfield Banking Company, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Andrew Diesel, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Abby Mawson, Eagle Supply, DiMaggio's Pizza, CSI Insurance Brokers, the Conard Financial Group, Christina Copeland Country Financial, Carter Turf and Tractor, Carter Trucking, Carnaby Square, Boyd Discount Furniture and Mattress, Black's Flowers and Gifts, and Be All Technology Solutions.
Yeah, Mules basketball doing a 5-minute warm-up here, as Hayden McDuffie just said on the PA. So, well, we're seeing, looks like the freshmen out there, I do believe. I believe it is the freshmen. I'm seeing a few of them actually, I know. So, by the way, also, as Mark mentioned, a great crowd here on this Thursday night for Meet the Mules.
You kind of got to get them in where you can get them in, and right now for the Mules, this is the time you can get them in. Oh. Thank you, Rylan.
Appreciate it. Oh, here you go.
Thank you, sir. Rylan Dagg with Boyd Discount Furniture and Mattress.
Oh, okay.
He is going to be one of our sponsors for winter sports this year.
You trying to get that open, are you?
Nope. Just
okay.
double checking.
Okay, all right.
Make sure that everything I needed was in there.
Oh, okay, all right.
But it's in there. And wanted to make sure Rylan and the crew over there at Boyd Furniture jumping on board. They're going to be a boys basketball sponsor, a girls basketball sponsor, and they're going to sponsor some wrestling for us on Mule Nation this year. So thanks to all those folks who have stepped up and become a part of Mule Nation.
Yes. Couldn't do it without them.
No. You are correct, sir.
All right. Also seeing the varsity basketball players on the south end of the gym there. The rest of the Mules wrestlers walk by us in front.
They're going to scrimmage as well after they're introduced they're the final group of the night.
I want to say this. I've never attended a wrestling meet until, started live streaming them on Mule Nation. If you've not been to a wrestling meet, you got to go sometime. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, they are fun. Non-stop action, man.
I don't understand the sport. I don't understand everything about the sport that is, but it's a lot of fun to watch, though.
And like I say, we'll start our first broadcast of Mules Wrestling early December. First home match is the Harrisburg Bulldogs come to town.
Yeah.
Good numbers in
Yes.
this FCHS basketball program. Well, we always talk about when we go other places,
Yep.
Especially football. You go other places and the Mules have enough players in the program. They can field a full freshman team. They can field a full JV team.
Yes.
Can field a full varsity team. And you go a lot of places and all of the freshmen are dressing varsity because they don't have enough players to fill out 3 full teams.
Yeah.
And it's the same way with basketball. Mules, they can field a full freshman team and sometimes an A and B team.
Yeah.
And a full JV team and a full varsity team. And girls basketball the same way, volleyball's the same way, baseball and softball the same way as well for the Mules. Tell you what, and the support that the community gives every one of the programs is just incredible.
Absolutely.
I can honestly say I've been a lot of places and I've seen a lot of schools, and the school spirit and the community spirit for the local high school is pretty much tops here in Fairfield.
Yeah, agreed. And as long as I can remember growing up here and everything and seeing it now today, it's just the local sports culture here is very strong. And the support is very strong. So we're going to have an introduction here for Mules basketball, and they're just get done doing their warm-ups here.
4 seniors this year.
Fairfield Mules, starting with sophomores Gavin Hanlon and Kyle Iverson. Now the freshmen, Alex Bassnett, TJ Buchanan, Ian Draper, Kale Gregory, Ethan Hallam, Zane Lowry, Gavin Coker, Grant Odie, Grady Rush, Gage Savage, Kason Webb, and Layton Robertson. The Fairfield Fresh Shop Mules are coached by Peyton Bates. The Fresh Shop team will open play December 6th at the Mule Park 5 against Waltonville. Now we're going to scrimmage.
So a 10-minute scrimmage here for Fresh Soft.
And we'll see what they do.
Yeah. They have the numbers to do it.
Only 2 sophomores on this Fresh Soft team.
Yep.
Because most of the sophomores will be playing JV this year.
Yeah. And some varsity perhaps too, so. You look at these freshmen here It's their first taste of high school basketball. It's their first experience. So, talked about earlier how the game is a little bit quicker, a little bit more physical, the high school level to grade school. So,
and you've been practicing for 3 days as a freshman, and for Fairfield Community High School, you've got kids from Center Street, you've got kids from Jasper, and you've got kids from New Hope, all trying to meld and mesh.
And Jeff too.
Yeah, and Jeff too.
Oh, banked it in. Good shot. Banks open.
You better believe it. Wow.
Yeah.
Freshman Mules, well, at least the ones on the white squad, are in a 2-3 zone.
Peyton Bates, the head coach, first year coaching here at Fairfield Community High School. He was one of the assistant coaches for Mules football.
Sure was.
In the fall, and
after completing a career at Greenville University, and before that at Cesar-Valier, Waltonville.
Cesar-Valier got some good basketball program over there, and pretty good over the 1A side. Usually they play 1A for postseason. Cesar-Valier does, but. Had a good basketball program for years. Nice shot up and in by Kel Gregory. Nice footwork in the post by the big fella. Oh. Airballed that three, and hearing the airball chant. That happened
from right behind us.
Yeah. That actually happened last night. I was listening to the Illinois-Oakland game, and one of the Oakland players missed a three, and the Illinois fans were just saying airball, so that's what it reminded me of. Being double-teamed right there. Oh, gives it off. Stolen away. Oh. A little bit frustrated missing that one. Just got a little too far underneath. Nice offensive put back there. 7-0. White team leading red team.
Tell you what, we talked about it during volleyball a bit, but the improvements they've made here at the Mule Barn.
Yeah.
The court.
Steal by Kale. Go ahead.
The court just looks outstanding.
Yes.
Of course, named it after Jed Foster.
Yep. Basketball legend.
Uh-huh. And up here in the press box, you've got the plaque commemorating Stan David.
Dan David.
The broadcasting legend.
Yeah, Stan, him and Dave Lane were the ones who hired me. I was in college at the time at Wabash Valley back in 2009. I was a carry there. Yeah. Wouldn't be where I'm at today without Stan and Dave. Kale for three, and he drills it. Wow. Who says the big fella don't have range? He was confident. He shot that. Nice shot.
And then
I tell you what, always encouraging to see your post players, your forwards, your centers shoot threes. That's the way the game is right now. Deep three, and it's, no good. Had a chance to look good from here, though. But
it was right on, just a little bit short.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, live chat is open tonight. Tell us where you're watching from, and live chat will be open every Mule Nation broadcast for you.
Yes.
Got a few really, really nice broadcasts coming up. Of course, the Fairfield Christmas Parade is the next other than sports broadcast we have coming up.
Be the first Saturday of December, the 7th. The theme for the Fairfield Christmas Parade this year is Christmas movies.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I know the deadline is the 2nd. If you want to get your entries in, it's December 2nd. So,
are we going to have a Cousin Eddie?
I would not be shocked. I wonder if we're going to have like a Home Alone.
There are so many great Christmas movies.
Oh, yeah.
My goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, I'm sure we'll have a Miracle on 34th Street. Of course, we always have a Miracle on 34th Street because Santa Claus always follows up the parade as he does in the movie. So,
yeah.
We're in the fresh soft scrimmage here. The JV varsity will be scrimmaging after this one. Then we'll see some wrestlers do a little scrimmaging there. And if you haven't seen that, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Really liked what I saw out of the red team defensively. Liked when they were trying to poke the ball loose a little bit from the white team. Nice shot up and in, low post.
That's a couple of times the players from the white team have been able to get inside.
Yeah.
Another long three. That one, I think, was tipped.
I think it was partially altered. Yeah, I think there was some contact made. Oh, loose ball. There we go.
Red finally comes up with it.
Yeah. Looking for a point here.
And an offensive rebound for the red team.
That's great. Odie fired that shot. Great. One of the grandsons of the legend Ken Odie, KO. Oh, nice move. Nice move.
Very nice move.
Yeah, knifed his way down the middle, was able to lay it up.
Pump fake and then straight down the lane. We are hoping to get a word with Coach Tanya Conrad during the boys scrimmage. We'll see. Hopefully, Tanya will be up shortly. And we'll get a few words about the girls' team and her perspective for the year.
Oh, fell right in. Nice shot. That's a three. First points on the board for the red team. Red team employing a man-to-man defense that time, and Oh, great Odie, nice shot.
Nice turnaround.
Yeah. Okay, they got some subs checking in here. I think they messed up the score there. It's 15-14, so unless they got it wrong, I don't know. Anyway, it's a scrimmage nonetheless. Oh. Oh, that was blocked right there. Good defense. 2 seconds to go. Yep, that'll be over. That'll be it.
So the Frost soft scrimmage in the books here.
Good scrimmage by them. Should have JV and varsity introduction.
Mm-hmm. after a bit of a, well, we're going to see a warm-up period.
I really don't.
I think they've already done that.
I think
Nope.
they're going to warm up.
Yeah, so they'll have a.
I don't think it's as well. I don't know. Well, Justice Dagg is out there center court jumping the ball, so I really don't know. I guess it's well. They put 5 minutes up on the clock.
Okay, this is a 5-minute warm-up period.
Okay.
They're just doing a full court warm-up.
Yeah.
Following the varsity basketball scrimmage, we will have a wrestling inter-squad scrimmage as well. So make sure you stay after that to watch those athletes.
It's going to be a very exciting wrestling program this year here at FCHS.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, while the Mules here are scrimmaging, Coach Mack talked about what we had him on earlier about the quickness and everything, and Steve's got pretty quick. There's Jordan Griffith, yeah.
Yeah, come on up, Jordan.
Jordan Griffith, Mules wrestling coach.
We'll let him slide on some headsets here. How's it going, man?
It's a good night. It's a good night.
Tell you what, wrestling program is, you guys have a lot of returners and going to have a pretty experienced squad this year.
Yeah, I think we're returning 10 seniors this year, so it's going to be exciting.
You got pretty much depth at just about every position this year.
Yeah, I believe we're going to fill all 14 spots, and we got a lot of depth in the 150 and up weight classes.
Okay. Let's talk about some of the seniors this year. You got 10, you said, but those guys have a lot of experience and a lot of postseason experience.
Yes, majority of them are 3 to 4 year wrestlers for me. A lot of them have been doing off-season work, camps, clinics, and I think it'll really show this year. They're really excited to get after it.
I'm going to put you on the spot here. Who's your top wrestler this year? Who do you look for to get you points every night?
I don't know if I can answer who my top wrestler is.
Who can you count on to get you points every night then?
Every night, it's a tough answer. every night, it's going to be, I think, Talon Kewen, Chase Phillips, Keegan Bear, Bentley or Maverick, whoever wins the heavyweight challenge match, Nick Masterson, Jeremiah Musgrave. We got Anthony Granfelt coming back. He missed a year, so
yeah.
it's just they're all going to be tough.
You start out the season on
The 30th.
the 30th, right after Thanksgiving, with a tough couple of matches over at Centralia.
Yeah, we do a try with Centralia and Heron. It's always a good way to break in the season for us.
Of course, the Black Diamond Conference, you're going to have the championships here this year.
We will, yeah, and hoping we can bring that home again. It's going to be fun, and the new gym with the new boards and the whole new system. It's going to be a really good time.
Now we're going to see some scrimmage in here tonight, right?
Yeah, so we're going to, I believe we have 14 matches scheduled. They're 1 minute periods. We're going to do takedown only. So once the takedown happens, the guys are going to cut them and allow for an escape.
Okay.
And we'll have red and green bracelets, so everybody will be able to correspond with the boards.
Okay.
And it should be pretty fun.
All right. Jordan, as far as the conference is concerned, outside of the Mules, who's looking tough this year?
In the conference?
Yeah, in the conference.
Well, Carmi always brings a great team. Terry Golson's a phenomenal coach. Goreville will have a tough team. Johnson City, if they're as good as their football team, they'll be dangerous this year. Those are the three big players that we usually run into.
First home match this year is Harrisburg,
Yep.
and they are always competitive.
Very competitive. They get a lot of football players that come out for wrestling, and they're a very strong and very technical team. So it'll be a good home match for us.
And we will be here for that one. So
Perfect.
we will see you then.
Yes.
Jordan, thanks for joining us, man. Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Yes, thank
and,
you guys. I appreciate
good luck
what you
this
do.
year. We'll see you down at the Harrisburg match.
Sounds good, guys.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Jordan Griffith, the head wrestling coach for the Mules. Thank you for joining us, Jordan. What an exciting night, man. I tell you what,
Yeah.
it's if you've not, if you're just out here thinking I'm going to watch the girls and the boys basketball team. Stick around and watch some of this wrestling.
It's a lot of fun. Like the warm-up is over.
And we'll get the announcement of the players.
Now for the Mules basketball team, starting with seniors, Justice Dagg, Ethan McElravy, Callan Miller, and Brayton Robertson. Juniors, Keegan Downing, Jake Easton, and Lane Robson. Sophomores, Michael Barner, Cooper Bird, Austin Grieve, Owen Bruin, Andrew Hutchison, Ashton Keene, Braken Cavachi, Noah Springmeyer, Cruz Wells, and River Wise. Ladies and gentlemen, your 24-25 Fairfield Mules basketball team. The varsity Mules will open up their season on November 29th at the Capitol Classic in Red Hill. The Mules will open. Now they're going to spread. Oh yeah, they've got coaches. The head coach is Scott Mvavy with the help of Cody Bailey.
Coach Tanya Conrad has joined us up in the booth, and Coach, appreciate the visit. You have got a pretty deep squad this year.
Hopefully, we don't have a ton of experience at the varsity level coming back, but got a group that's gonna work hard, and they've been great in the first 2 weeks of practice, and are coachable and just working hard and doing a lot of good things for us.
And you're gonna have some height this year.
Got a little bit. I got a couple kiddos out there that have some height, and they're really working hard and learning their position.
Now you've got the 4 seniors, of course. Lily Gasek is sidelined with the injury, but she's at every practice.
She's there. She's being a great leader and talking, to the younger kiddos, and just being a great teammate.
Let's talk about the other 3 seniors.
With Corey and Myra, we got quite a bit of experience, especially Myra at the varsity level, and Corey played a lot of it last year. Lauren has not had a ton of varsity experience, but she's a great leader, great teammate, does a great job talking, and really works hard. So I'm hoping to get her some minutes this year.
Of course, big strength in the sophomores this year, and the juniors bring back a pretty good.
Yeah, I got the 2 juniors with Jolly and Foster. They had some varsity experience last year, and will be hopefully step up this year. And then, like I said, we got Delaney Ellis in that sophomore class, along with Emily Vaughn and Ren Braddock. So those kiddos are going to get minutes. I mean, it's we like to play up tempo, but when we get in a half court set, we're going to have to be patient, take care of the basketball, and run great offense and get great looks. But then also we want to play tenacious defense and turn them over as much as we can and keep it ourselves and try not to turn the ball right back over. But like I said, working hard, playing hard, doing things I ask them, and we'll deal with the hard, aggressive mistakes.
You start the season next week, and you start with a pretty tough opponent in Newton.
Absolutely, they lost some stuff, but they got a lot of kids back. They got their leading scorer definitely back in the Martin kids. So like I said, they're going to be tough. They're going to push tempo. They're going to get out in passing lanes and play tough defense. So hopefully we can match their effort and energy and come out and have a good showing in that first game. Freshmen for us, we got 11 freshmen, and they've already, they worked hard. They were in the gym with us all summer, all of them, and they're working hard. And I got a couple, probably 3 of them that are going to be with us on the varsity squad. So, and we've got a couple more that are pushing. So, like I said, they're a good group. I hope to keep them all together, and they're, like I said, another group that's really coachable and really playing hard.
You got the Black Diamond Conference, and it's going to be very competitive this year.
Absolutely. Carmi's going to be really good again. Hamco's going to be better. Edwards County is going to be good. They didn't, lose really anything last year. I, lost the McKinney kid, but, she scored for them a lot. But like I said, they're going to be really tough. So it's going to be, as always, an extremely tough conference that we play in on the girls' side of it.
Conference-wise, it's tough, but your schedule as a whole is extremely tough. I mean, you've got some really good teams coming in.
Yeah, we keep that schedule, and we stay with that schedule to hopefully prepare us for that postseason push. So, we don't schedule a lot of we don't ever have a lot of easy ball games, and we try to keep the Mary Mule really competitive, for everybody. So, like I said, I'm excited. Our girls are excited and just ready to get against a different opponent. We've been beating up on each other for a few weeks now, so excited to play next week and see what happens from here.
All right, Coach, appreciate the visit. We'll see you Tuesday night.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much.
Coach Tanya Conrad and the Lady Mules. Derek, tell you what, man, we've talked about it several times here tonight. I am looking forward to, I think we're gonna see 3 very successful ball clubs in boys basketball and girls basketball and wrestling. And, you can't rule out the cheerleaders. They're competitive cheer.
Yep.
Their schedule is pretty tough, and they always do well.
Yeah, I think last year was the first year for competitive cheerleading, and so it's relatively new. And also you got swimming. Saw that introduction earlier, a couple of mule swimmers, and even the swim team back in the fall did pretty well. So that's a sport that's starting to catch on at FCHS that's relatively new. And watching this Mules basketball team here, that was a nice pass earlier from Dag down low to Barner. And also, I tell you what, Jake Easton looks like he's gotten stronger. He's bulked up a little bit.
He's grown a couple inches, and I think you're right. He's been hitting the weights pretty hard.
Yeah, and also, Brayden Kavachi's not here, but Kavachi's grown a few inches in the offseason. Talking to his mom back during football season, I think he's grown maybe 2 or 3 inches. So, but Owen Gruen, good to see Owen out there.
It's really great to see Owen out there. He's He's had some injury issues, had the shoulder issue, and still dealing with the shoulder issue.
Yeah.
And we wish him all the best. He is going to be really looked to as a leader for this ball club.
Nice 3 by Dag. Talk about the Mules backcourt. You got Easton, you got Dag, you got Miller.
I thought Callan Miller is more than likely going to come off he may start at a small forward for the Mules, but I thought Miller last year ran the point for the JV team extremely well.
Well, McElravy, Ethan, too, can shoot it from deep, and, Coach's son. So it's interesting there. Nice move by Dag, nice quick.
It may be one of the situations where, we don't necessarily have a starting 5 for the Mules. You may have a starting, 8 or 9. You may see moving kids in and out pretty quick.
I'll tell you one player who I'm really excited about, Braden Robertson. Seemed like a JV last year.
Tenacious rebounder and defender.
Yes, and also a good post scorer too. Tall, 6'2", 6'3". He's gained some strength, played football for the Mules in the fall. I'm really excited about him in the post, and I'm looking forward to seeing him just continue to grow and develop. Because I was impressed with him last year in JV, and he even played some varsity too.
Mules are not going to have a lot of height this year.
No.
Not like we normally see from the Mules. But over my many years, I've seen plenty of teams that have made it to Champaign or Peoria or wherever the state tournament is being held that don't have a lot of height.
Seeing the Mules wrestling team walk out in front of us here. Great numbers for Mules wrestling.
Hey, I tell you what, Jordan Griffith does a great job with this program. He's done an incredible job.
Yeah, Justin Titzer as well, seeing Justin down there. And also you have volunteer coach Marty Kewen.
Okay. Marty helped us out on Mule Nation last year.
Yeah,
on
Marty.
A couple of broadcast.
Yeah. 2:45 to go, 14-10. Black team leading red team. Also, Lane Robson. Lane had a good football year, I thought, in the fall.
Oh, he had a great football year. And, I thought Lane had a good year last year on the JV squad for basketball.
Yeah. Saw him make a bucket earlier. So, again, seeing some guys, again, not a lot of size. But, there's Robertson right there, as I talked about him being that rebounder. But overall, I'm pretty excited. I think this Mules team's going to be really quick. Good ball handling, too. The guard play, that's a strength right there. Nice board by Robertson. Nice put back up and in. Again, I was impressed with him last year.
That's what Robertson does. I mean, he's 6'2", 6'3", but he plays on the inside like he's 6'6" or 6'7".
Yeah.
He's getting
plays bigger than he is.
He's getting that rebound. He's backing his defender out when he gets position on the rebounding and then puts it up for an easy bucket.
Well, I call him the bulldozer in football, so I mean, talking to Coach, you were talking about talking to Coach Mack earlier. Talking about the teams in the Black Diamond. Edwards County, Carmi, Flora.
Hamco's going to be. They're going to be competitive.
Yes. Yeah, Doug Miller down there for Hamco, the coach. Flora with a new coach this year.
Yeah.
And Carmi, Mitchell Edwards is a high-flying player. Tell you what, it's going to be an interesting year in the Black Diamond.
I want to say thank you again to our winter sports sponsors. Be All Technology Solutions, Black's Flowers and Gifts, Boyd Discount Furniture and Mattress, Carnaby Square, Carter Trucking, Carter Turf and Tractor, Christina Copeland Country Financial, the Connard Financial Group, CSI Insurance Brokers, DiMaggio's Pizza, Eagle Supply, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Abby Mawson, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Andrew Diesel, the Fairfield Banking Company, First National Bank in Olney, FNB, Fusion Coffee, Vault 24/7 Fitness, Hill Sales and Service, Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler, Le Mans Motorsports, People's National Bank, Raylan James Marketing, Recreated Health, Rush Appliance and Furniture, Sork Farms, Vaughn's Tire, Wabash General Hospital, Walters Buildings, the Wayne County Health Department, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative. That one just about went in.
Yeah, Justice Dag. Well, that was way short. Good try, though. Good scrimmage for Mules varsity. They start playing the Capital Classic a couple of weeks away from now.
Yeah. They'll start things off on the 28th. No, the 29th.
Yeah, 29th of November, yeah.
Black Friday.
Yeah,
I'll just say Black Friday.
Again,
we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Well, they'll be at the Red Hill site because last year they were at Lawrenceville. And actually also all the championship games are played at Red Hill, too, for Capital Classic this year.
We've got our spot already staked out down there.
Yep.
Already been in touch with Billy Gray. He knows we're coming. And
doing another scrimmage, I think?
Yeah, that was just a half. And
oh, okay.
They'll switch it up a little bit, and they'll go again. Start our broadcast on Mule Nation. That will be coming up Tuesday night.
Yep.
As the Lady Mules host the Newton Lady Eagles. That's a tough opponent to start the season, but we talked about it earlier. You can't get better if you don't play somebody who's as good as or better than you, who gives you a challenge.
Also like being tested early, too. Really like that.
You kind of get to learn what you got.
Yep.
And what you need to work on. Calvin Miller with a three from outside.
No good. Oh, looks like McElroy's all right. Ethan was.
Yeah, may have got poked in the eye, or I'm not quite sure. I don't think it was anything intentional, of course not.
Yeah. Yeah, Jake Easton looks to me, he looks like he's just bigger this year. But, all that added muscle will help. A nice bucket by Jake right there in the middle.
Nice little step back by Justice Dagg. His shooting has improved over the summer.
Yeah.
I mean, Justice could light it up on any given night, but he looks to be more consistent on the jump shots this year.
Had 28 in the game last season against Newton when Newton was here. That was against an experienced Newton team. I think he chugged hot sauce that night before the game. He was rocking. Not that time. Oh, nice board by Miller. I was at the college, working at the college, and having seen Landon Harrelson, who played last year for the Mules, and Landon has just gotten bigger. Talking to one of his parents, said he's in the weight room about 6 out of the 7 days of the week. And also saw Lane Tucker out there too. A couple of good Mules basketball players last year, and they scored a lot of points. But these Mules here, a lot of scoring in replace, but I could see him, scoring more than those averages that those two put up last year. That was a nice bucket by way of Owen Gruen.
I'm not sure we'll see somebody who will put up, 20-plus points a game. But I think
pretty balanced.
You will see 4 or 5 kids who will score in the 10 to 15-point range.
And there's nothing wrong with that balanced scoring either. There's nothing wrong with that because that means, for an opposing team,
you cannot concentrate on any one person.
Yeah, you just can't. It's like pick your poison here. Which one do you want to go with?
Dagg, another great move.
I like how he's just slashing his way in.
Justice he played a lot over the summer.
And, he seemed like he's been there for 10 years. He's been wore a Mules uniform that long. Varsity
he started since he was a sophomore.
Yeah.
All 5'10" and,
yeah,
$105 when he's a sophomore or whatever. But he's added some muscle. He looks stronger.
Yep.
And like I say, I think his jump shot looks more consistent.
Oh, I thought Jake had that there for a moment. Yeah, for Justice, his game continues to improve. Oh, nice feed. Nice pass. Nice finish. Bam.
How many threes is that for Dagg? I mean, he's approaching 5. He's got 5 at least.
Well, I mean, he just sank it. And McElroy was on him. And Ethan's like, are you kidding me? He had a big old smile on his face. Jake with the response. Nice shot by Jake.
Yeah, real nice.
Yeah, again, I think Jake has just gotten stronger. The way he looks, he's packed on some muscle. And he had some big games last year, Jake did. And also, I think about Jake also, he's a really good on-ball defender. I don't think his defense gets enough credit. Talk about Jake's in terms of his shooting, from the perimeter, but defensively, he's been pretty tough as nails.
Bam, another 2 in a row from top of the key, so this is a much improved Mules team from the outside shooting, I think.
Well, and
we're not seeing a lot of,
no, a lot of inside
we've not
play.
seen a lot of the mid-range jumpers. We've seen a lot of three-pointers. We've seen a lot of shots inside the paint, but nothing from, the 15, 17-foot range. I'd like to see more of that from the Mules.
I think they're capable of doing that as well. They're Braden Robertson muscling his way in, and he misses that one. He had it right back till nice move by Barner defensively. Well, I'll tell you what, it's mid-range game becoming a lost art today in hoops, and really at all levels. I just want to know, was going to ask Coach Mack, but I wonder who's the best dunker on the team. I think he still want to throw it down. Why not? It's Meet the Mules.
You know, a lot of schools, when they have places like this, I mean, they'll have dunk contest and three-point shooting contest.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Trent Bliss, he could dunk it. I mean, go back to last year. Had that dunk against Wayne City and think got called a technical for hanging on the rim, but he was so athletic enough he could just sky high. I see Trent every now and then. It's always good seeing him. But this year I wonder who's the best dunker on the team. I wonder about that. Nice offensive board by Braden, puts it up. And I think he's going to be an X factor for the Mules this year.
Yeah, he is going to be called on. You know, his responsibilities are going to be rebounding and inside defense. And what he gives you in points is just bonus.
Yeah, agreed. Under 3 minutes to go here. 18-10, red team leading black team. Stolen away. Oh, actually, never mind. Nope, covered by red team. Austin Grieve with that shot, no good. Oh, McElroy got some over to the right. Robertson grabs the board, grabs the miss. Puts it up and in. Braden Robertson. Talk about Grieve, you know, been playing guard pretty much over the course of his basketball career at Jasper and here. And I thought he did a great job football-wise for the Mules on the special teams. Really quick, fast. He's got a nice shot on him.
Yeah, he was a little banged up headed into that Greenville football, the first-round playoff game against Greenville, and he's come out nicely and returned it.
Saw Robertson shoot a three. Don't see that too often from him, but that's encouraging to know that he can shoot the three, not afraid to. Like I said, boy, it's a luxury when your bigs can shoot threes and hit them.
Planning on doing, all of the Mules boys basketball games, and we'll have live streaming of all the JV games, and hopefully we'll get a few freshman games on for you as well.
Yeah, not all the teams on the schedule have all the three levels, but we'll have that for you, and we did that for volleyball back in the fall, all three levels, fresh off JV and varsity, and had that for you. Nice shot by Grieve there from the free throw line, that mid-range jumper you talked about. Oh. Doug trying to pull off a Steph Curry from.
Might have been a little bit out of his range.
Yeah. Well, he's trying to pull off a Steph Curry there from about 3-meter line and missed, but kid has no fear in shooting it from there. All right, they're just going to dribble it around here. McElroy making a move inside, maybe. Oh, good defense by Miller there. Made a foul, but that'll be it.
All right, so there you have it for the basketball portion of our program tonight. Wrestling is upcoming. We'll get to meet the wrestlers.
The Mules will open their season on November 25th at the Capitol Classic in Red Hill. We play a game at 12:30 and 7:30. Now the Mules wrestling team is going to bring the mats out on the field.
Bringing the mats out from the stage. Yeah, if you've never watched wrestling, it's, again, I don't know everything about it, but it is entertaining and very physical like football.
It is the ultimate 1v1 sport.
Yep.
And we'll meet the wrestlers once they get the mat set up, and then we'll watch a little scrimmage of the wrestlers.
Yeah, again, Mules basketball again. Fresh off varsity. They start playing November 29th. Capital Classic tournament over at Red Hill. Be playing Vincennes Lincoln. First game of the tournament. And then boys fresh off basketball. First game for them of the season, Friday, December 6th. Waltonville comes to town, so.
Waltonville is a quality opponent. You heard Coach McElravy talking about that. They're number 5 in the preseason rankings for 1A.
Yeah, I talked about you got Kyle Cooper back, Gage Peterson, Cooper, the dynamic guard, Peterson, the 6'5" kid down low.
That kid scares me.
Peterson, long,
wow.
tall. I remember watching him junior high with Jasper. Took on Waltonville at State and Red Lake, and was very impressed with him. And also looking at the schedule too. Talk about KZ Westfield coming down.
Always have a good program at KZ Westfield.
Yeah. Benton's coming to town. Olney. I mean, Mules. Very, very big schedule here. Anyway, Mules wrestling here, getting the mats out. Lots of numbers this year. Getting coaches here for Mules wrestling. Well, we're getting ready for that. Jordan Griffith, the head coach, assistant coach Justin Titzer, and volunteer coach Marty Kewen. So, well, since we've seen again basketball being played at the Mule Barn, we had Lady Mules basketball earlier this evening. Mules basketball just wrapped up a few minutes ago, and wrestling here will be the nightcap of the night. Numbers are great for Mules wrestling. Ryland took it, but
sorry about that.
No, you're fine. Heard that Ryland Dad come up here and chat with you a little bit, talk about Justice playing summer basketball.
Yeah, I was down in Carbondale one time and ran into his grandfather.
Oh.
And he walked up and he said, "Hey, Justice is down at Atlanta playing basketball this weekend."
Oh, man.
And wow, it's just said his summer league team went 38-7 this year. That's pretty impressive on the AAU circuit.
Yep. Shouldn't take long at all for the ring to get ready.
They're going to go 14 matches.
Okay.
Is what Jordan Griffith said earlier.
Okay.
They're going to shorten the periods to 1 minute.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be takedowns only.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's you take them down, you get up, you start over.
It's also kind of neat seeing how they get the mats out, how they set up everything. Because usually by the time we get there for coverage, it's like the mat is already there.
Oh,
but
yeah.
kind of neat.
We had, when I was in high school, we had a wrestling program that, and I wrestled for my first couple of years of high school before I hit my growth spurt.
Yeah.
You know? But we had cheerleaders.
Huh.
And I know this is going to be politically incorrect, but they were referred to as mat maids. Because they handled, they cheered, of course, and they handled the, mop down the mats and that kind of stuff. And but I tell you what, it was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed wrestling for a couple of years, and then I switched to basketball, which was I was much better at basketball than I was wrestling.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
and I wasn't that great at basketball, but I was better at basketball than wrestling. So I did though make it to state my freshman year.
Oh, okay.
Because I went into regionals and sectionals, and there were only 3 of us.
Oh.
So the top 3 made it to state. Of course, I wrestled when I was a freshman. I wrestled 98 pounds. Man.
it doesn't matter what weight class you're in for wrestling. It's just going to be the ultimate one-on-one.
Wrestling introduction. We'll start with your seniors. Chase Phillips. Keegan Bear. Luis Colmenares. Harley Coram. Nick Masterson. Isaac Martin. Aiden Martin. Talon Kuhn. Bentley Rogers. Maverick Lyons. Jeremiah Musgrave. And Jake Allfield. Next are juniors, Jed Wellen. Aiden Dunn. Evan Musgrave. Aiden Cates. Anthony Granfeld. And Hayden Fellowitz. Now your sophomores, Carter Poole. Lane Witucky. Aaron Allums. Vance Vanway. Kaven Hilpert. Axton Marley. And Evan Barbary. And your freshmen, Braxton Kirk. Corbin Griffith. Brandon Best. And Carter Johnson. The 24-25 Mules wrestling team are coached by Jordan Griffith, Justin Titzer, and Marty Kewen. Ladies and gentlemen, your 24-25 Mules wrestling team. The Mule Wrestlers will open up their season on November 30th at Centralia. The wrestling begins at 9 a.m.
Great number of Mules wrestlers this year.
Oh yeah, yeah. I tell you what, it's we are blessed here in Fairfield, and we mentioned it earlier, to have programs that are popular enough that they fill every slot.
Yeah.
Or fill every slot, but you're gonna be able to field all 14 weight classes, and for a school this size, that's not very common.
I was going to say also, I was talking to a cousin of mine. For those of you that are watching on live stream, may remember, been watching Mules Wrestling for a long time. Ike Downen. I graduated from Fairfield Community High School a few years ago. He was telling me, like, when he started wrestling, when he was playing, it was like the numbers were really low for Mules Wrestling. But he said over the course of time during his high school year, it seemed like it just kept getting up. And now he said, I'm glad to see the numbers. They've had about nearly 40 wrestlers, I think, last year. They had a big number, and this year, again, another big number. And so very encouraging to see that. And, again, when you have a winning program, winning takes care of everything.
It sure does. I want to thank all of our winter sports sponsors once again. Wayne White Electric Cooperative, the Wayne County Health Department, Walters Buildings, Wabash General Hospital, Vaughn's Tire, Sork Farms, Rush Appliance and Furniture, Recreated Health, Raylan James Marketing, People's National Bank, Le Mans Motorsports, Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler, Gills Sales and Service, Fusion Coffee, Vault 24/7 Fitness, FNB, the First National Bank in Olney, Fairfield Banking Company, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Andrew Diesel, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Abby Mawson, Eagle Supply, DiMaggio's Pizza, CSI Insurance Brokers, the Connard Financial Group, Christina Copeland Country Financial, Carter Turf and Tractor, Carter Trucking, Carnaby Square, Boyd Discount Furniture and Mattress, Black's Flowers and Gifts, and Be All Technology Solutions. Get to see some of these wrestlers for the Mules coming up in just a bit. If you're not familiar with wrestling, 14 weight classes. They start at 105, maybe 106 right now.
Like something like that.
And go up to heavyweight, which is, I think, 275 and over.
Yeah. Seeing the guys that they're stretching, and also kind of doing some warm-ups a little bit.
And doing some cartwheels and flips.
Yeah, we got one down there, yeah, doing that. I think that's Talon, yeah. Also, for Mules Wrestling, I think there's been some effort to introduce wrestling even at the grade school level, too, trying to get some younger kids to understand, like JFL. Look at the JFL program we have here locally and how that's really come a long way. And wrestling, trying to get that introduced to the younger kids as well. So really excited about that. Trying to get that interest early.
Again, our first wrestling match is going to be the first home match for the Mules. They'll take on the Harrisburg Bulldogs. It'll be here before you know it. December 4th, right?
Yeah, but the first home match, again, their season starts on the 30th at Centralia. They'll try a match with Heron. Also, they got a Lawrence County tournament on the 7th on Saturday.
Okay.
Anthony Granfell versus Carter Poole. Lane Watucky versus Aaron Allums. Jed Wellen versus Vance Vanway. Luis Colmenares versus Chase Phillips. Brandon Best versus Corbin Griffith. Harley Corin versus Hayden Hilbert. Jerry Musgrave versus Nick Masterson. Aiden Dunn versus Jake Allfield. Talon Kewen versus Aiden Cates. Evan Barbary versus Evan Musgrave. Hayden Fellows versus Carter Johnson. Braxton Kirk versus Jed Wellen. Axel Marler versus Brandon Best. And then, are you going Mama or Pappy? Keegan Bear versus Bentley Rogers. Start in 3 minutes.
Now, Mark, obviously with wrestling, what I remember is you get points is what you get during the match. So
takedown will get you 2. You get points if you roll them on their back. Of course, a pin will get you a lot of points. An escape.
Yep.
If you're down and you get an escape, it's worth a point.
Now, there will be, kind of going back to, I know Scotty Cov's father helped us out with some live coverage of Mules Wrestling, and they will actually stop the match at times. One could be like a potentially dangerous move. Seen that before in the past.
You could be warned for stalling.
Yeah.
If you get outside the circle, they'll stop it and restart things. And of course, in a regular match, it's a 2-minute period. 3 2-minute periods. They're going to go 1-minute periods here this afternoon or this evening.
This time we got a red versus green team. Usually it's been kind of red and white, red versus black. This time it's green versus red.
Well, they give him the leg bands that they'll put on their ankles.
Yep.
And that's how you'll tell them apart. That's how you see a lot of times during tournaments. Even though they're wearing different color singlets or uniforms, they'll give each person a band.
Also, would like to mention, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to our Mule Nation YouTube channel. Hit that bell icon. That would be notified when we're live streaming. As this is the Meet the Mules tonight, but first game, the winter sports season is next Tuesday. Lady Mules host Newton, girls high school basketball action. Also, like Mule Nation on Facebook, as there'll be broadcast information details provided on the day of when we live stream in the morning hours. So I'll be staying informed and also what's coming up. And
if you do subscribe, YouTube will let you know when we broadcast.
Yeah, I said, just hit that bell icon. That way you'll be notified. And Really comes in handy. Warm-up's about done here. Jordan Griffith wearing the referee uniform. He's going to be referee. So wearing the stripes.
All right, we'll go ahead at 14 weight classes.
First match tonight, Bentley Rogers versus Maverick Lions.
Maverick Lions and Bentley Rogers. Wonder if Jordan's going to wrestle here. I like to see Jordan wrestle a little bit. He's wearing the stripes. Why not? Think it could be?
Oh, you never know.
You never know. I remember Jordan when he was a kid, and he's a great wrestler, great football player years ago, and wearing the ankle color things, as you mentioned, red versus green. So, like Bentley's wearing green, Maverick's wearing red. Oh, his green thing came off too. Bentley in the white, by the way, Maverick in the black.
Mm-hmm. Two are tied up, just kind of feeling each other out early on here in this match.
You do see that often. Oh,
going for the single leg, and Maverick did a great job of cutting that off. Now he's trying to work around and get the points for the takedown. Bentley Rogers comes back out of it. The whistle's blown. They'll restart. Both standing.
You know, a minute's going to fly by pretty quick, so still going to see a lot of moves within a minute.
They're going for that single leg again. Almost got it. Nice move by Maverick to get out of it.
Yeah. Good match here.
Again, going for the single leg. Cannot get it. And there's the whistle.
Nice even match.
Second match tonight, Anthony Granfeld versus Carter Poole.
Anthony versus Carter.
Nice move by
nice.
Carter Poole, man. He went for it quick.
He sure did.
And still, Granfield. Carter Poole still trying to get it. Granfield running it out. Pushes Carter Poole. Carter Poole. Get that head out. Nope, cannot do it. And get back up. No points awarded.
Got a point there for green. Point there for red. 3-1 red.
Yeah, 2-point takedown and then an escape.
Oh, that's a nice move there.
Carter Poole with the takedown. Granfield trying to shoot for the double leg this time.
6-2. Red comes out on top. Good match there. See that?
I tell you what, when you get to the smaller weight classes, it seems there is a lot more action going on. Big guys just kind of trying to push each other around.
Yeah.
But little guys use their quickness a lot.
I was going to say the speed really. These two kind of filling each other out. Lane and Aaron.
There's a takedown. And they give up the escape.
It's also thinking real quick here too. It's not just the opponents you face out there on the mat, but this is also how you get better as a wrestler. Take it on your teammates in a scrimmage. See that on full display here. That's what they practice for and everything.
Yeah, a lot of points being scored. I would think the most popular move in wrestling is probably the single or double leg takedown.
Ooh.
7-5 the final in that one.
All right, now we've got Jed Wellen versus Vance Vanway.
Vance Vanway versus Jed Wellen. Remember Jed when he was, he had some, I remember in grade school when he competed in the spelling bees. And
trying to shoot the single leg. Wellen trying to spin his way out of it.
Vance in the black, Jed in the white. Vance in the red, Jed in the green on the scoreboard. Oh, trying to go for that leg, Vance was. Jed trying to get him to go down a little bit.
Leverage is key in wrestling.
Yep. Jed on top of Vance there.
That was a nice takedown by Jed Wellen. Nice counter move by Wellen to spin around and get the 2 point for the takedown.
Oh, his speed just helps. Oh, Vance. Again right there, 3-1, Jed. Get on top of that one.
Our next match, Luis Colmenares versus Chase Phillips.
I like how Jordan, you're seeing him, being the official, but also telling his team, what to do. And
Phillips shooting the double leg there.
Yeah.
And he's going to get credit for the point.
Yeah, nice move there.
3 point takedown for Chase Phillips.
Oh, nice move by Chase there. You got the points right there at the end. Nice move.
Our next match is Brandon Best versus Corbin Griffith.
Brandon versus Corbin.
Get him down on top. There's a 3 point takedown.
Yeah. Just right out of the gate.
7-4 our score here.
7-5 now. Been able to finish it, but good try though at the end. Good match there.
Our next match tonight, Carly Cornyn versus Caden Hilbert.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Mark, earlier, I think 14 matches, if I'm not mistaken.
14. And it's really great that the Mules wrestling team has enough wrestlers to go all 14 weight classes with an opponent in a scrimmage.
Oh, nice takedown there. Nice move there by Red. Grab him by the leg. I'll try to pick him up there. Bam. Get a little takedown there. Be 9-3 your final.
Our next match, Jerry Musgrave versus Nick Masterson.
Nick Masterson had a great season playing for Mules football. Defensively, he was a beast. Musgrave versus Masterson. Oh, Nick.
Took him right down, got the points.
Yeah. Nick taking him outside the ring there. Talked about that, though. Mark kind of stops the match and got resets.
You have to stop it in case there's a throw or something. If you throw them off the mat, I mean, there's a risk of injury.
Yeah.
Serious injury.
Yeah. Ooh.
Masterson again with a takedown. 6-2 now. Again, our first wrestling match of the year comes your way, December 4th? Is that right, Derek?
For what now? I'm sorry again.
First wrestling match against Harrisburg. Is that December 4th?
Versus Jake Allfield.
Okay.
Yep, December 4th, that's correct. I was going to say this, Jake from State Farm, Jake Allfield. Remember one year he was dressed up as Jake from State Farm for volleyball Halloween or something like that, so. Played against his parents in pickleball over the summer. Nice hold right there. Oh! Good takedown there.
First regular season Mules broadcast coming up this Tuesday. Girls action.
Yep.
Girls basketball against Newton. 6 o'clock JV start here at the Mule Barn.
Got him by the leg there.
And we'll have both the JV and the varsity matches for you on Mule Nation on Tuesday night.
Tied up, 3-all. Jake got points at the end.
Our next match, Tanya Conrad versus Aiden Case.
Talon versus Aiden there. Oh, nice move there. Nice move by Talon.
That was a fireman's carry.
Yeah. Aiden try to get him. Talon on top.
Talon is just so quick defensively.
Yeah.
Shoots the single leg. Got the leg up. Now he's going to drop him down. Sets him down easily.
I like that. Yeah, nice move there. And
next match is Evan Barbary versus Evan Musgrave.
Battle of the Evans.
Yeah, just a couple more matches remaining here.
Evan Barbary versus Evan Musgrave.
So the first girls basketball game this Tuesday night.
Yep.
First boys basketball game is going to be the 29th of November at the Capitol Classic at the Red Hill site.
Black Friday.
And the first wrestling match of the year is going to be December 4th against Harrisburg here at the Mule Barn.
Oh. Nice takedown there.
By Evan.
Yeah.
One of the Evans.
Yeah. Battle of the Evans here. Ooh. Picked him up by the leg right there again.
As you can see, wrestling is non-stop action, man.
6'2", green on top.
Good job, Evan. Our next match of the night, Hayden Fellowitz versus Carter Johnson.
Carter Johnson versus Hayden Fellowitz.
And this is the final match of the evening.
I don't know about that. Wait and see here, but
Keep spinning. There you go. Get back to your feet. No points awarded.
nice takedown there. Nice move there. Hayden trying to get him down. Hayden comes out on top. 6'2".
Our next match is Braxton Kirk versus Jed Wellen.
Okay.
Yep, still got some more matches to go here, Mark.
Looks like Jed Wellen coming back out.
Yep. Jed on top.
Trying to get the spin. Still using that bow and arrow now. Spins it around. Still hasn't got the points.
Still trying to get the right position. There you go. Now he got it. Welland got the 3. Blackwell trying to establish position on top. Nice move there. Good jump.
Gets around and another 3-point takeout, 6-2 now.
I think we have another match coming up.
Axton Marler versus Brandon Beck.
Oh. About tripped over, did a flip. Going to the center of the ring there. Oh, but picked him up right there. Get the points there for the takedown. Tied up here early. About 30 seconds in. Nice takedown there. I think it's the first double-digit score we've seen of the scrimmage. Red with 10.
Couple of takedowns in that match, just brute strength.
For our final match of the night, Keegan Bear versus Bentley Rogers.
Keegan Bear versus Bentley Rogers. Right on top of Bentley.
3-1.
Yeah, nice move there. Trying to feel each other out here. Get 10 seconds to go. I'll do it. Keegan comes on top of that one.
All right, those are our 14 matches.
November 30th, that's in Trout. The wrestling begins at 9 a.m. Let's have another round of applause for the Mules wrestlers.
Good showing by Mules Wrestling.
Yeah, and that is going to wrap it up for Meet the Mules on this Thursday night. Girls High School basketball Tuesday night for you on Mule Nation, 6 o'clock, well, just prior to 6 o'clock with the broadcast for you on Mule Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. For Alec Vaughn, for Derek Dunn, I'm Mark Turner. We'll see you Tuesday.